Welcome, everybody. Jennifer Farmer here. I am excited to bring next month, July, your inspiration for the month. I started to really want to do this because it kind of gives you a couple of days to let it sort of gel with your energy and to see what resonates with you. And if you're new to me, I'm Jennifer Farmer. Thank you for being here. And in this segment, which will last about 25 minutes or so, maybe 30, just depending, I'm going to share with you our upcoming energy and theme for July. We're going to talk about some things you can do spiritually to get help. And we're also going to do a little meditation together. All right. So, as we look into the month of July, as we brought this time into pause, take a nice deep breath in, roll those shoulders back, feet on the floor, following your breath in and exhaling out, just sort of clearing your mind to be receptive. Because as we step into the month of July, it is a powerful month of action. And it's important because in June, this was a month in June, we were meant to be reflective, like what makes us happy. We were supposed to do a deep dive in kind of our spiritual, asking the big question, who am I? Why am I here? What am I doing? July asks us to take inspired action. Now, there's several little things going on when we look at July. Number one, Mercury is in retrograde. So that doesn't mean the world stops. What that means is when Mercury's in retrograde, it gives us time to pause before we make action, before we take action. Now, I'm one of those people that do follow the energy of the sort of the moon, the stars, and the earth. And what I know with Mercury is it tends to be it kind of makes you impatient a little bit. We have communication delays. And so if you're in one of those spaces, think of this time. It starts June 29th through July 23rd. June 29th to July 23rd. And Mercury, I think, is an important spiritual time because it reminds us to not try to force things to happen in our life. It brings us back to it sort of we get pause and we have to, reboot our computer and truthfully, we sort of reboot ourselves during retro because we're rethinking what's important to us. We're reviewing and redoing before we take action. So I like the blessing of Mercury in retrograde in July because it is meant to be a month that brings your personal power back. So when you think of personal power, that means, do you feel powerful in yourself? Do you feel like you can speak up for yourself? Do you feel like you can have good boundaries? Do you feel like you can invest in yourself? And this is kind of the theme I want to go with for the month of July. And it's about asking the question, number one, we're going to ask two questions. One, what if I wasn't afraid? What if I was confident? What if I believed in myself? What would I want to experience next in my life? And this is a month that brings in the universal energy about manifestation. It gives us discipline to follow through with our actions. And so I always think when we're in the physical world stuff like ambition and goal setting, which is very much what July is, ambition, goal setting, prosperity. It's kind of it doesn't feel very woo-woo-y. It feels very earthly. I like to invite Archangel Ariel, our spiritual helper, to come in. So I want to bring her energy in, and I'm going to say a prayer. We're going to invoke her energy to be a part of our time in this moment, and it'll give you the feeling of where we're going. So our first question is, what is it that I want to have new in my life? Because remember, this year, 2026 is all about the underlying part of us that is looking, our soul is looking for new beginnings, new opportunities, new experiences, whether that's in a spiritual realm, like you want to work with your guides and angels, whether that's you're going to finally start taking care of yourself, or if it's you're going to want to change a job. It can be spiritual and material. So we're all have a little bit of new beginnings, and truthfully, we're all adjusting to sort of the energy of the time. So we're getting this time to sort of reset. How do we want to experience the world instead of feeling like we're reactive, like I have to respond to the world and react to what's going on in the world, is more of like this is the world here, but what do I want to bring to the experience instead of feeling like I'm giving my power away? Does everybody relate to that? Where I like you're living in a vacuum, where the TV, the news, the finances, the family members. The speaking of family members, in our recent survey, what's amazing about that is a lot of you really shared your honest, heartfelt concerns about wanting to know your purpose. And many of you were worried about your grown children and grandchildren. And, some of you had health issues. And so, however you responded to that survey, I haven't got through all of them yet. Want to say thank you. But number two, the things that you shared in that survey, if you did, that was sort of a check-in with you. How are you? How are you feeling? And where do you want to go next? Did you get the feeling? You're like, somebody's asking me some questions. And it gave you time to think about those questions, but it also gave you this month to figure out what you want to do about them. So our first question is, with the month of July, our bigger goal is believing in our dreams, investing in ourselves, and taking inspired action. Because it is a new year, this is a year we kind of want, this is a time this month we kind of need to get on our game. Like, no more excuses, right? And so, what dream is calling you that you want to go through? What energy do you want to start to, ask some courage for? And that's why I always like to look at Archangel Ariel, because her energy brings us courage. And I love her. When I started to really develop my intuition, because I was trying to understand all of that and what was going on with me, I actually used Ariel. Like she was the energy that came because it took such courage to believe in what I was feeling, like my intuition, my feelings about people, leaving my job, leaving a relationship. Like her energy was so much a part of. I didn't know at that time I could call on her. I just knew that every time I drew my oracle card, her energy was with me. But Archangel Ariel, I always think about the lion, even though a lot of people relate the lion to August, but her energy is courageous like a lion. It's beautiful and majestic. That's why this is a good month that we ask her to help us with manifesting our dreams. Now, not short term dreams, long term dreams. Now, this is the big difference. We can have short term dreams like, I want to get back to the gym. My question is, do you have it on the calendar? I need to get better at my prayer time and meditation time. Okay. Do you have your plan for that? So think of the words planning along with your dreams and inviting Archangel Ariel, because her energy is about abundance and prosperity. You can really feel her energy in nature. And you don't have to be in nature, but you can invite her energy to be with you. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in prayer. And I hope this resonates with you. So as I'm invoking this prayer for Archangel Ariel to be in this time, if you want to change a word of it while I'm going, that's okay, right? Just in your mind, you'll have it. So here we go. Join in mind, heart, all in one. Archangel Ariel, I invite your loving presence to walk beside me. Fill me with courage and confidence and the strength to believe in the dreams the divine has placed within my heart. Help me recognize my own worth and trust the wisdom of my soul. Guide me to make wise decisions, to invest my time and energy in what truly matters, and to move forward with faith rather than fear. Help me remember that my life is already rich with abundance beyond money and the material world. Open my heart to the blessings of love, peace, joy, meaningful relationships, good health, opportunities, and the quiet guidance of spirit. May my thoughts and words and actions reflect love, compassion, and my highest good. Thank you for your support, your guidance, your encouragement, and your faithful presence in my journey. And so it is. So, as you can see, this month is about stepping into your power. So, key words, I always like to have key words because key words are vibration. They really do speak to um, kind of a raised energy that we want to achieve to. So, words like achievement, success, leadership, and confidence, self worth, making wise investments in your time and energy. And most of all, trusting the wisdom and taking action. So, what are you willing to invest in to bring your dreams to life? And I believe now I've lived a few years. The dreams I had in my 20s is very much different than the dreams I had in my 30s. And the dreams I had in my 30s are very different than the ones that I had in my 40s. And the ones that I have in my 50s are very different than I had in the years before. And it's almost like this willingness it takes to be willing to change who we thought we were meant to be or going to be and let spirit guide us in who we were meant to be. So it's like we're letting go of what the world told us we needed to achieve for fulfillment. And we move into achievement from an authentic spiritual alignment space of following the wisdom of our soul and having the action and the courage to take that guidance. And I can tell you all about fear. I mean, I cried for probably a month when I left my job, when I got guidance to leave my job. I was scared. It was uncertain. And I just took a leap of faith. So if you're in that space towards the end of the month and you're going to take a leap of faith, just invite Archangel Ariel to come into your presence, to hold you, to guide you, to walk with you in your leap of faith as you take action, no matter how big or small. All right. Now let's moving forward. So it's one of the things I did read when I was kind of reading through the surveys is that a lot of folks of us, we have obstacles that we let get in our way of achieving our dreams. Things like family obligations, we are caregiving for other people, we have guilt when we step away from what's expected, we have fear of disappointing people. We believe we are selfish in some way, or there's a selfishness. Some of us are waiting for the right time. There's no right time. If your guidance has been tapping this, like the boats come, the airplanes come, the fire trucks have come. This is the time to take the action. And it's also this feeling like sometimes we need some sort of permission or approval or validation to take the leap of faith, what we're doing. And what I know is that if spiritual living, that trusting our wisdom, at the end of the day, it's between you and spirit. You can get a lot of validation from people. Yes, this is right. But until you take the leap of faith, and look at it as this is the adventure my soul has been calling me to experience. And whatever happens, I'm going to learn something from it. I'm going to experience something new. I'm going to get into a space of new growth or understanding that there really is no failure. Because as we look at prosperity and abundance, it's not always about the end result. It's more important on how compelling was the journey while we were doing it. Did you stress yourself out the whole time? Like, I got to get this, and you do that force. If you're a hyperachiever, you know what I mean. And if you're not, that's good. Like, you probably have a good sound mind, like, oh, we're just going to see what happens, which is a great way to approach anything new. Is I'm going to experiment and see how this works because I always have another out. As long as we're on this side of the rainbow, guys, in the physical world, we always can do something different, right? So remember. So, some things that you want to ask yourself if you're someone that has been getting some guidance and wanting to make some changes or feeling it's time to take the action that your soul's been calling, let's look at these kinds of questions. So, kind of let's just sit here and think about this for a moment. Is this truly possible or is it just uncomfortable to discuss? Right? Have I clearly communicated what I need? Am I assuming others will be upset without giving them a chance to support me? Am I always the one adjusting, sacrificing, or delaying? Can someone else step in for a short time? Think about this for a second. How would making these new areas and trusting this really help you heal and grow and believe in yourself? Because taking your time doesn't mean you're abandoning the people, ideas, and responsibilities you love. It means you are honoring the part of you that also needs care, growth, rest, and renewal. You follow along with me on that? So you can see I'm sort of saying, hey, y'all got to get busy. Spirit's giving us the ability to manifest our dreams, and I'm helping you kind of move back from all of the obstacles you may be saying when I say, if you truly believe in yourself, what would you do next? That means all those obstacles are gone. So, for example, some of you are like, I know some of you are interested in the retreat that's coming up in September. I've got one in New York and one in Texas in October. This is just an example, and you can use this with anything you've been thinking about. This is just kind of a meditative respect. This is how we use the energy of July to help us move through our uncertainty and get to a place of authenticity, and having the courage to realize what's in our own way. Whether it's you're going to go see a doctor, start a job, start a health program, whether you're going to finally take care of yourself in like a dysfunctional relationship, whether you're going to go on vacation. See, we can apply this, but let's just say you're going to walk through. So the first thing, what's drawing me to this thing? What's drawing me to this? Like, for example, what draws me to the retreat or the vacation or the job change, right? Is it curiosity, healing, learning, rest, connection? It's kind of like what sounds fun about it, right? The next one is what really concerns me about taking these actions. Is it money, travel, time off work, fear of coming alone or being alone, self-doubt, or feeling you don't deserve it? Kind of think through that a minute. Now we got to gather the facts about the scenario. For example, if it's a job change or for one of the retreats, like gather the facts. What does it cost? What do you receive? How much time is required? Can I realistically attend or can I fill out the application? And what's included? Do you get more benefits? Do you get more free time? See, these are the things that if we begin to, instead of our response is, oh no, I can't go, I can't do that, I can't follow the wisdom because now's not right time and I can't, right? This is where, well, what if we can? This is how we start in that direction. So we have to listen beyond the mind. We become quiet and we gather a quiet space. We invite Archangel Ariel to be with us. We journal, we ask the question, what is in my highest good in thinking about this scenario? Is there an idea that'll bring you peace? Or do you feel like you can be at peace and go with the flow? And so you can kind of commit to like, I'm moving forward. It doesn't matter when, it matters. It's not a if I move forward, it's when I move forward. And if you kind of go with that choice instead of waiting for the right time to decide or to change, then you already know deep inside it's not if, it's when. Then you begin to get this new energy and guidance about ideas. And you guys, this is so funny. So this is just a common thing. So I got this big project I'm helping my neighbor with this stuff, and it's a lot of stuff. Okay, like material stuff. And I've been hearing this whisper, like, what can I do to make it more appealing for people that are going to come in? I'm helping her do a house sale. Okay. So last night before bed, I was exhausted and tired and all that kind of stuff. And so I just simply said, Spirit, help me understand, like, help me get an idea because I'm already moving forward with helping, but how can I make it better? This morning, like you won't believe it, it's like a light bulb came on. It's the simplest answer I'd ever get boxes to sort stuff out. I was like, oh. Of course, me, what's the weather? What's it going to look like? What if nobody shows up? Like, just great. Like, this is the sort of thinking that happens before we take action. Can you guys relate? And this is why we look for spiritual strength of our solar plexus. So I want you to put your hand on your solar plexus, that space right above your belly button. Take a nice breath in. This is where your energy leaks out of. So let's do a little exercise really quick. So closing your eyes, I want you to think about all of the energy that you've expended over the last 48 hours, maybe the last 72 hours. What's been on your mind, your heart, or if you've been in joy, that's fine too. But let's look at where you've spent your energy because it's come from this space. Just think about, and it kind of all leaves that solar plexus. This is also where our gut feelings will turn on very good this month on intuition. So as you breathe in, I want you to imagine all of the energy, the words, the thoughts, the conversations, the actions, the thinking, the worrying, the physical activities, everything that's been involved. As you breathe in, call all of that energy that you've spent back to you, coming back down into the solar plexus, that space, and all coming back to you, purified and light. That energetic, doing it again, thinking about all the things, calling everything that's been involved, the people, the conversations, the emotions, the worries, the thoughts, the happiness, the joy. If it is that, bring it in, call it all back to you, kind of in your mind, bring all this energy back to me. Archangel Ariel purifying that, bringing that back into your solar plexus, down, down, down into that space, filling your center back up. Now, putting your hand down, notice the subtle shifts in your energy. We're going to do it one more time. Let's think about everything. This time, let's think about or let's consider an issue or a thought or a dream that hasn't come true, that hasn't manifested. Maybe some healing, maybe some peace. It doesn't always have to be a world dream. It can be peace and happiness and wholeness and calmness. Bringing all of that energy that you've spent and sent out into the physical realm. Simply in your mind, I want to call all of this energy back to me. Nice breath in. And as you do, it's purified energy with light coming back to restore your balance and expand in your aura. Imagine everything coming back purified to you, returned in love and light back into your energy pattern. Anything that's been exhausting you now, how do you feel? Do you feel more centered, more put together, more empowered? Because this month in July, we want to enter this feeling empowered within ourself from a gut level intuitive area. That's sort of, think of it as my gut knowing. It's meant to be that powerful center is what leads our actions, not necessarily our thinking. It is more so our power center that will move us through the month of July. Okay. So as we begin to look at this, I'd like to end our time with this thought is success to you is what? At this point in your life, what is success and achievement look like to you? And if it seems outdated and you've really been saying, yeah, that used to be important, or that's still important, or I don't know what success and achievement means to me, let's invite Archangel Ariel to come in and be our spiritual helper and companion this month with the intention of feeling successful within ourselves, feeling powerful, feeling put together, and that we maintain our energy and we're taking decisive action that'll be for our highest good. And so it is. So we're going to do my meditation. Go ahead and grab your earbuds. We're going to get that going now. And I am going to put this, it's only like 13 minutes, and we're going to do it together. And I'll be staying towards at the end. I'll stay on and answer any questions. All right. So let me grab it real quick. Cross our fingers that Zoom is going to be very friendly with me. Here we go. Let me go get it. And then we'll get our earbuds. We're going to do relax into our spirit is what we're going to do. All right. So let me grab it and we will get going. So just give me just a moment. And I hope you'll stay because this is really a very good practice and I think you'll enjoy it. And it'll help you with everything, kind of will put together everything that we've talked about today. Okay. And I got my sound on. All right. And we're going to hit our play button. And I'm going to turn it up just a little on my end, just because I want to make sure you guys can hear it good. I think you can, but sometimes the computer radio. Give me just a moment. I'm just turning it up, and you may have to turn it down on your end too. All right, here we go. Let's get started. Make sure you're in a comfortable position, either sitting or lying down. Close your eyes and take a gentle breath in and exhale naturally. Deep cleansing breath in and exhale easily and naturally. You can feel yourself settling down, just getting comfortable. Gentle breath in and exhale. With each breath, you feel yourself becoming more relaxed, more calm, and more peaceful. Give yourself permission to slow down and relax. Follow the sound of my voice as you become more comfortable in your personal space. That's right. Once again, gentle breath in and exhale naturally without force. That's beautiful. Allow yourself to let go of the tensions and responsibilities from the outside world as you feel yourself becoming more relaxed. That's it. Just letting go. Gentle breath in and exhale very easily. And with your next breath, I want you to notice the rise and fall of your chest. Just rising up and exhaling easily, letting the chest fall. Now you're completely safe and secure. With the next breath in, let's move together a little deeper into total and complete mental, physical, and emotional relaxation. Gentle breath in, and on the exhale, just relax the mind. Very easily allowing the mind to slow. There's nowhere to go, nothing to do. Just relax and be in this wonderful, calm state. Allow your body to melt where you are sitting at as if you were floating free from all tension and all stress. Gentle breath in. Perfect. And exhale very slowly. Feel your arms relax. Just let them totally relax. Relaxing the palms of your hands. And now just let your fingers open up and relax. That's wonderful. Just gently notice the breath naturally coming into the body. It makes you feel calm, safe, relaxed, and at peace. That's right. Moving further, relaxing the muscles in your hips, settling in your chair or where you are lying down, letting your thighs relax, letting all the muscle tensions fade away as you relax deeper and deeper. Gentle breath in and exhale, letting stress leave your knees, your ankles, your toes. Let go of all tension and worry. You're doing wonderful. Just let it all go. Allow yourself to melt just a little more into the chair or on the floor. That's perfect. So I'm going to take you a little deeper. Take a moment to acknowledge the state of relaxation. Let's inhale a little deeper with the next breath. Very good. Allow the breath to fill your lungs completely with this breath. That's right. Easily exhaling, letting go of any negativity. Excellent. Breathing in deeply again with me, allowing your chest and stomach to expand. That's perfect. Just let your stomach expand like a little baby breathing in and out. Excellent. Now gently exhale and allow the breath to leave the body easily and naturally. Relax. While continuing to take a full breath in all the way down to the stomach, allow yourself to sink even deeper into the chair or where you are lying down. That's perfect. Your body is now open and flowing with the energy of the breath. The flow of the breath relaxes and restores your mind, body, and spirit. That's wonderful. Breathing in and exhale out. Take a moment to notice the subtle energy that's flowing smoothly and without blockages throughout the body. Feel the power and draw on its strength. Your sense of total being from within surfaces more and more with each breath. Excellent. Enjoying the feeling of being relaxed and your emotions calm, but still alert. Again with me, long deep breath in and exhale easily. And finally, with the next breath in,
Just smile to yourself and congratulate yourself. I want you to feel the energy move back up from your toes, through your legs, up to your chest, through your heart. That's right. Letting it flow up through your arms and right to the tips of your fingers. Feel your whole body as I count back slowly from 5 to 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's wonderful. Put your attention on where you're at now. Attention to the room where you're at and in the chair or where you're lying down. Remember, you can connect to the breath at any time during the day to restore emotional balance and connect with your own divine energy.
Uh-oh. Hang on, guys. Sorry about that. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed our practice and our inspiration for today. As you move forward in your month, come back to center with Mercury in retrograde. This is a great practice to get you more connected, more calm, and empowered from your solar plexus. Thank you for being a part of my email community. I look forward to seeing you next month in July for August inspiration. And I will be reaching out to you guys a little bit more on the survey and things like that. So I hope you enjoyed it. And I look forward to talking to you again. And this month, divine action, prosperity, abundance, achievement, alignment. These are the things that were meant to move forward to help us be the truest version of our authentic self. And so it is.